to AB Sports Conversation with Anthony Carlo and Benzino the Hero.
And we're back here on AB Conversation. Thank you for tuning in to this matinee of a show here. Benzino the Hero and Anthony Carlo joining you, and we have a special guest with us now, and his name is The Force.
The Force.
Yo, what's up? What's up?
Hello, Force.
So, Force, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm back home, coming from the United States military. United States Air Force, exactly. Thank you. Chilling with my homie Ben, just trying to talk about some NBA.
You know,
let's go.
Shout out to Jiggity, wherever you be.
So, now you were telling us a little bit about the Air Force earlier, and I think it's a very interesting thing to tell people about because not everybody can relate. And I want to ask you, what was your most unique discovery, if you can say it on the air?
That's a question.
What was what was one thing that you didn't expect going into the Air Force that you experienced while being in it?
You had to make your bed. Didn't you? The first time in your life you ever had to make your bed.
I did have to make my bed, and it was one of the hardest things the Air Force had to do, apparently.
That's it. I mean, I really put you on the spot here, so I understand if you can't answer that, because that probably takes some time to think about.
Well, when people think about the military, you think about, I guess, the desert and just being chained down by staff sergeants and getting yelled at all the time. My surprise was just, it's a relaxed environment and it's really just living like you guys, except in uniform. Staff sergeants and master sergeants and all these people with M16s and whatever, they're just people like us, and they're really nice. They know how to joke. They'll say, "These nuts, got 'em." I mean, it's chill. So that was my surprise about the military in general.
So let me ask you about this on a little bit of a serious note. Recently, what was going on in Baltimore, something like that. You know, the extent that things would be taken to would be having the National Guard step in. But in a case like that, you know, would the military ever be considered, do you think, if things had continued to escalate?
I don't think so. If it came down to where they were destroying buildings and just blowing up everything,
right,
yeah, then the military would join. But the Coast Guard, that's their job. They're more on the cities and just defending the USA here, while we're all over the world just trying to defend the country everywhere.
Okay, that's understandable. So let's talk a little bit about the NBA. How about that? This is a sports talk show. So who you got? Who you got, Force?
Cavaliers.
Really?
LeBron James.
Even without K-Love?
Even without K-Love, we still have Kyrie and LeBron.
Who's we?
Me. I am the assistant coach of the Cavaliers.
Son. This man, right? Look, I known him since the 6th grade. In the 8th grade, his favorite team was the Pistons. The Pistons. Chauncey Billups, Rasheed Wallace. Savon, who's your favorite Patriot team? Who's on your favorite Patriot team?
Patriot team, the New England Patriots.
Yes. No, but what players do you know of old?
Corey Dillon.
Corey Dillon. Oh, man. I used to remember Corey Dillon. Jeez, that's a throwback.
Yep.
I forgot he even existed. Well, he was good, though, Corey Dillon. He was good.
And then in 2010, you did like the Lakers, right?
Yeah, I still like the Lakers.
You still like the
Love
Lakers.
them.
And in Miami, did you like LeBron?
Yes.
So you're liking LeBron in Cleveland.
So you're like Jersey Joe. You follow LeBron. That's what you like.
Well,
but his favorite player is Kobe.
How about go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was about to say, how about LeBron breaking the code of not using social media during the playoff time?
Did he? What did he do?
Well, now I saw on Instagram, and it's
Carl on the gram.
Yeah, it's been wild. Follow Ben Z. Are you on Instagram, Ben?
Negative.
That's a shock now. You should be on Instagram.
Nah, I get no likes.
Anyway, there was a picture of LeBron. Kind of look. This is a radio show, so I'll try and imitate the face. But looking at one of his friends' phones, or I don't know if it was his phone, and he's got this face on, like, just like surprised and shocked at what he saw. Now the rumor is it was a girl.
Oh.
So they were showing him a girl, and obviously she was a very attractive girl.
Okay.
And he felt the need to break social media code to look at this girl on Instagram.
Interesting for
or
LeBron.
whatever he was
Interesting.
on. Was it Twitter? I don't know what it was.
No idea.
But he's renowned for
In the
stepping
playoff
aw-
times,
Yeah,
he
stepping
doesn't
away.
go on social media.
Right.
He shelters himself. So what do you think about that?
Well, are you sure that it was LeBron who posted that picture on Instagram?
You know what? You're 100% right. I should get more details. Actually, let's get more details.
Let's get more
Please.
details. Let's go on the gram.
Let's figure this out right now. Let's see exactly what the article says
Right.
here.
And
I
just
don't
to
know.
continue, like, I'm disappointed in LeBron in breaking that code for a girl who could be very attractive.
Who could be?
However, I mean, you've had this code for years now.
Years.
It's the playoffs. Let's think about this ring and this trophy.
See, the thing is, you're not gonna expect that from LeBron. When you see LeBron saying, "Yo, I'm not going on social media," but for J.R. Smith, yeah, he gonna like every photo,
Exactly.
every model, everything he want to see. Yeah, he will like it. He will comment.
Yup.
It's J.R. Smith. But for LeBron, you're not expecting that from LeBron.
Not
Very
at all.
disappointed in that. And for talking about last night game, LeBron James, he's a man of accessories on the court.
Yes.
And we're
yes.
accustomed to seeing a certain accessory on his head. But for the second half of the season, you haven't seen this accessory that we're talking about, which is
Right. His headband.
his headband. But in game 2, the return.
The return of the
not,
headband.
not the return to Cleveland. We're
Nope.
talking about the return of the headband.
The
not,
return of the headband.
not game plan's headband.
Nope.
No.
Not the game plan's headband.
Not the game plan's headband.
So
We're talking
you-
about LeBron.
So I have to revise this here because I believe that LeBron may have broken the code of using really any media when he called Chris Paul. So I believe maybe that thing on Instagram could have been a joke about breaking it for a girl.
Okay.
So that may have been a joke. But
He did go CP3
Nonetheless-
after game 7.
nonetheless, he did reportedly break his social media ban
Okay.
that he gives himself.
Okay.
But that's more understandable. I mean, he's just calling.
You know, CP, that's one of his
That's not even
homies.
social media.
That's
It's
just
not. I was going to
that's
say
a
that.
telephone.
That's a portable telephone.
Portable.
Well, the title of the article is LeBron James breaks playoff phone code to congratulate Chris Paul.
On what website, if you may?
He has a phone code.
CavsNation.com.
Okay. All right.
So that's the deal with LeBron. But anyway, they beat the Bulls last night.
Yes.
So you're taking the Cavs, Ben. I
And what-
forget you. We picked, but I forget who you took in this series.
And okay.
Jeez.
Langston Galloway.
He doesn't end. This guy doesn't stop.
Top 3 pick. I'll
Well-
take the top 3 pick.
Well, I think to finally note about the Cavs series, I think it's another example of J.R. Smith being very immature when it comes to contributing to a team, because even though they had gotten into a scuffle with the Celtics,
You didn't have to do all that.
he didn't have to do all that because now they're playing without Kevin Love and they're playing without him. And even though JR is not the greatest player in the NBA, he does step up.
He does
I
shoot.
mean, he'll hit
Yes.
a three in a big spot. So
And the fact that Iman Shumpert's having a little hamstring problem. So
Yep.
that's another. Hopefully he comes back to see Iman Shumpert in the Cab uniform. But if he's down, no Love, no Shumpert. Bro, James Jones, Mike Miller got to play minutes. They're not accustomed to playing minutes like that. What, James Jones, 7 minutes. Mike Miller, 10? Even that?
Right.
So that'll be a big loss for Iman if Iman Shumpert is not healthy.
are you Forrest, are you a baseball fan as well?
Nope. Just NBA.
Just NBA.
Just NBA, sir.
All right. Well, I do, Ben, want to mention
You can't
as
mention.
as we continue to wind the show down that as Ben mentioned, CC continues to remain
Charles Carlson.
lackluster to say the least
Yeah.
for the Yankees as he loses another game 0-5, right?
What's the CC for? It's something Charles Carlson?
Yeah,
No.
Charles Carlston
Okay.
Sabathia. Yeah, that's what it stands for. But I do want to make a comment about the Yankees, and we started this show very way back in its inception talking about the Yankees. We spoke a large portion of the show talking about the Yankees. I believe it was
Mr. Pinstripes right here.
yeah. It was Robinson Cano who we discussed for a lot of that show. And I want to close by saying that as much as I have sort of looked down upon the team coming into this year, thinking after the first few games that they really weren't going to cut it in the AL East, I have to say I have to give them credit. Because this team is in first place as of now. They've won 17 games so far. They've been getting the job done. And not only that, they've been beating teams like the Red Sox. They swept the Boston Red Sox the first time this year, and then they took 2 out of 3. Up in Fenway, where A-Rod
Tied Willie Mays.
tied Willie Mays on the home run list, which he recently broke.
Wait, he passed Willie Mays?
She did.
When? Not in Boston.
No, he passed. Well, he passed it after that because the.
Oh wow, I didn't even realize.
Well, the thing is that.
He's not getting $6 million. He ain't getting that $6 million.
Well, the thing is the Giants actually released released a statement. Well, actually no. You know what? He did tie him. He didn't pass him yet.
Okay,
He didn't
I'm
pass
like,
him
what
yet.
the?
Yeah, I'm sorry
Rigger,
about that.
Rigger.
But
Come on, Rico.
Yeah, but you know what I was actually thinking about when I said that is the fact that the Giants released a statement saying that records are made to be broken, and so did Willie Mays say this.
Okay.
So that was his sort of, I guess, pre-A-Rod passing him statement. So when he does pass him, but it's not far away. He's got one more home run. But I'd like to just say that the Yankees are doing a real good job getting the job done so far. I mean, they took 2 out of 3 from the Mets.
The Metropolitans.
They
were hot.
These are some difficult teams to beat here early on. So they are setting a precedence here early in the season. So I'd like to commend my team there for that.
Rigger, after every show, we do shout-outs.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we do.
Ben.
So, shout out to the homie Say right here.
Yo, what's up?
What we got? We got Jiggity. We got his brother, the chef, graduating. Swanklin, Carlos, Yule, FG, Nick, Steph. We said A-Runs.
A-Runs.
We say Will, Chris, Alex, Game Plan, Max. We out here, FSMP, GTN. This is what we do. Rigger, your final words, please.
I feel like I'm on death row or something
Nah.
in prison. What do you mean? Your final words.
Guilty.
Guilty. Before I sit in the chair or something. Well, I'd like to firstly preview Chelsea's show coming up next.
Oh, yeah. Shout out TBT.
TBT.
Yeah.
And I continue to call it Chelsea's show. But yes, TBT.
TB2. Whoa.
Who's she pointing to?
Energite.
Energite over there.
Energite. TBT. Let's hurry up so they get on the air.
And other than that, I would like to thank everybody who tuned in to Benzino and I for the past 2 years to listen to AB Conversation. It's been a fun ride. I'm not going to get all emotional right now.
I'm seeing him like
about to cry right now.
You know, it is an emotional time.
This where A Call started.
Yeah,
where he gone. That's late.
I started alongside.
That's hard work.
I started alongside a future legend in Benzino.
Weak.
Remember those words.
Weak.
AB Conversation for the last time. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
The A and B of the equation. Yo, Rigger always used to say that joint. And he still ain't shit off the mic, but it's cool. Say squad.
It's all good.